guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Elgems and thank you for joining me for yet another Reddit video. A fail, when something goes awry or, not quite to plan. Some may call it a mistake even, but we probably all have experience failing at something. It's not uncommon at all. And as devastating as it may be when we fail at something, we can always look on the bright side, and the bright side is that at least this mistake we've made is not permanent. However, for some of us, our mistakes are very much permanent and will stand as a glaring reminder of our bad choices, and that is exactly the situation for the people in these posts that we're about to read today. So if you are yet to figure it out from the title of this video or the thumbnail, today we're on the subreddit r/TattooFails. And if it isn't obvious, this is a subreddit dedicated to tattoo fails, so people post really bad tattoos. Either the tattoo artist himself messed it up, or as the cat in the hat said, honey, it was ruined when she brought it. But while I've got your attention, I'm going to take a moment to ask you to like and leave a comment on this video, and while you're at it, subscribe to my channel. I do Reddit content, so if you like that, then obviously by subscribing to me you get to see this more often. So with all that out the way, let's get into the video and have a look at some bad tattoos, shall we? We're starting out today's video with a post from Salem08, and this one is captioned, Strange Wolf. And strange it is indeed, it's a rather peculiar looking fella. I mean, I've seen worse, it's just, there's something about it that's kind of creeping me out and I can't quite put my finger on it. It's a bit, the eyes are a little strange. I think it's the eyes that are ruining it, because I see the vision. I think it's meant to be like an aggressive wolf, it looks like he's snarling and that. But the eyes just look a little like, it kind of looks like it's got a lazy eye, and that's kind of taken away from the intimidation factor here. The bright side is that you can tell what this tattoo is meant to be, which is always a positive, since a lot of the time when you see tattoo fails, it's like, what even is that? So the fact I can tell it's a wolf, I mean, give yourself a pat on the back, mate. I think this could be easily fixed. I think it just needs some darker shading, and then it will sort of blend in with your other tattoos, because I can see they're quite dark. And maybe if you could find someone to just fix the eyes on it, and then I don't think it would look that bad. I think this one, it's okay, like I don't hate it, but I don't like it, let's just make that clear. But I've definitely seen worse. For our next post by, I'm just going to call the user Joan, because I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that username. We have a typical failed bit of writing, which I think is the most common with tattoo fails, is when something's wrong with the script that they've got. But Joan here says, anyone know how to safe this? And as you can see, the tattoo says no one can safe me but you. And was this a miscommunication with the artist or something? How does that happen? Because I'm thinking, because I have tattoos, and obviously when you're going to get a tattoo, the artist will put the stencil on you, and they're like, oh, go have a look in the mirror, see if you like it. So you must have seen that before it got tattooed, right? Like, obviously you stood in the mirror, and you would have clearly seen that it was not the right letter. Look, I'm guessing it's meant to say save me, but instead it says safe me. But this seems like a complete blunder on your part, because how on earth have you missed that? So OP, I fear that you have two solutions here. Either one, you can cut the arm off. If you don't like the sound of that, that's understandable, that could be quite painful. Two, your second option, you're just going to have to say it's ironic. You're going to have to pretend like it meant to say that and it's like a dumb tattoo on purpose. And then it can be sort of a funny thing. You may have a ridiculous tattoo on your arm, but you do now have a very good conversation starter, so you win some and you lose some, mate. Next we have a post by OwnDish6447, and this one is titled Worst Tattoo an Artist Ever. Okay, so here OP's posted a sort of like what they wanted versus what they've got, and you can see here like they've drawn out the design. I'm guessing they've drawn it anyway. Looks to be a sort of tribal thing, kind of like scales with these little spikes on it. Like around the arm as an armband, which, interesting idea, yeah. And then they've posted like what the tattoo artist has done. And okay, I'm looking at it, it looks a bit, I'm not sure about it. There's something that just looks off about it and I can't put my finger on it. I think, for one, it doesn't look level, like, I don't know if it's just like the shape of the arm, but it looks like it's getting smaller on one side or like sort of going down. But the OP said like apparently the artist sort of went a bit off of the design, and apparently the spikes are different and the scales are different, but to be honest, I'm kind of looking at the design and this picture of the actual tattoo and they look the same to me. I think this is just like, you know, the concept worked better as a concept than an actual tattoo, and you probably shouldn't have got this done. And I mean, if you were gonna get this done, you probably should have done better research on the tattoo artist as well. I think like this style of tattoo as well is so common, you see it everywhere, so you could have easily found a tattoo artist who specialises in this type of stuff, and that would have been a much smarter decision to make. Next we've got this absolute gem posted by Unusual Company 8748, and they said I should have stopped the tattoo. I'm saying you should have stopped your walk to the tattoo place. Okay, there are many things wrong here. Firstly, I think this is meant to be like a night sky, because I think those are stars, like those clear bits, but it does so happen to just look like a big massive bruise. And secondly, I think it's on your arm, which is like a really noticeable place, so that's going to be so hard to cover up and keep hidden. And then thirdly, it's literally on your entire arm, so how the hell are you going to get that covered up? Sometimes I see stuff like this and it makes me regret the fact that humans have free will. Like, what do you mean we can do literally anything we want and we decide to do stuff like this? Yeah, I'm sorry OP, but this is absolutely appalling. Your only bet now is just to save up and get laser surgery to get that thing off. In the meantime, invest in some long sleeve shirts and have a long think about what you've done. Oh god, and I've just looked in the comments, well, their comments that the OP's written, and they said that this was $500. That upsets me. I feel like I'm gonna cry for you, OP, that's awful. They said, my inspo was a night sky with 3 constellations. This guy has done all my tattoos and I was trusting the process because the other work was outstanding, and for $500, I don't even know what this is. Not sure what I'm gonna do at this point. I don't even know if it's possible to make it better. However, the people in the comments are very helpful for the OP. A lot of people are suggesting like they should use this as a background for something else, like add silhouettes or something to it. And I think, yeah, you could probably rectify it by doing that. I think it would be better than this. But, you know, people do also say when you're in a hole, stop digging. So perhaps maybe just go for something simple. Don't keep adding and adding. Just add something simple to the top of it. Like, I think what the comments said about a silhouette is a really good idea, and then, you know, be done with it. Okay, so our next post is by a deleted user, and this is apparently their first tattoo, and I'm getting a sneaking suspicion that they've done this themselves, because let's just take a long hard look at this, shall we? I can't really make out the writing because it is so terrible. It looks like it's been done backwards or something, but I think it's meant to say mashed potatoes. And if that was what you were going for, that's quite an interesting choice. I guess maybe the OP liked mashed potatoes. I mean, so do I, but not enough to get the word tattooed on me. Our next post was by Antique Avadark 5807, and they say, am I totally screwed? The tattoo artist said we can use peachy tones to fix it. OP, I think your tattoo artist is lying to you. I mean, what do they mean use peachy tones to fix it? Over complete black? I mean, I'm not a tattoo artist by any means, but is that even possible to go like such a light colour like that over pure black ink? And again, like I said with the other one, like when it's script like this and you're getting a word or a phrase tattooed on you, did you not see the stencil before the tattoo artist started doing it? Clearly you would have seen the misspelling here. Okay, the next post was posted by Cautious Coat 3885, and this one says, I can't be the only one who read this as fatter. This kind of reminds me of like that one Eiffel Tower picture where it says Paris, but they put the Eiffel Tower in the wrong place. I'm probably going against the grain as well when I say this, but I don't think this is terrible. To be fair, like I only read this as fatter when I like saw the caption above. Like if I was to look at this, I think I might be able to make out that it's meant to say father instead. Yeah, I don't think this is terrible at all. I actually kind of like this. I think the two like figures on it do kind of make a H shape, so it does kind of work. It's just one of those things like where someone might like misread it, and then once they point it out it's kind of just ruined forever, but for the most, I would say this is a decent tattoo. Okay, next we've got a post from Equator North Korean, I believe that username is, and they're asking if this tattoo is infected. Well, whatever it is, it ain't good, is it? I don't think that's an infection because it's not leaking, and usually like when a wound's infected you'll see pus and all that crap. I think this is an allergic reaction and not an infection, but an allergic reaction is still not good. You see, like if you look closely it looks like there's hives forming around it and it looks a bit rashy, and I'm pretty sure as well, like if you have an allergic reaction to ink, which is really common. When I had a tattoo done, my artist said like people will usually be fine with like the normal black ink, but they'll react quite badly to coloured ink. So, you know, but usually like when you get an allergic reaction to ink that's gone into your body, it will start rejecting the tattoo and it's probably not going to wind up very well for you. And they posted another picture of it as well, and you can see even more clearly it almost looks like it's blistering, which, yeah, that's probably going to heal really bad. Next posted by Brandy95. The artist is so proud of this work. God, is anyone else looking at this and it's almost like a mind trick? Like if you focus on different parts of the lion's face, it starts looking like something else. This is pretty bad, and it's not even just that it's a bad tattoo, it's the fact it's all over your back as well. It's huge. I don't even want to know how much that cost, and it's just, oh dear. If I zoom in, like the lion literally looks like it's been smacked in the face and its face has just been smushed up. It looks, yeah, the eyes are really wonky. The nose even looks wrong, and the head shape as well. That does not look like a normal lion in any way. And I don't know if it's the way you're stood, but why does it look like it's all on the back of one shoulder and then just not on the other? So it looks really disproportional just all the way through. This is appalling. I hope you did not tip this guy. Next posted by Excellent Panda 7422, we've got Six Legged Spider, and I'm looking at this and it's obvious that it's meant to be a spider, but it looks incomplete. I mean, what is going on here? It kind of looks a bit like a doodle you'd do really quickly if you were bored in class, but what I will say is this isn't terrible. It doesn't necessarily look bad, and it's not good. Like, I'm not saying that, but I think this is really easily fixable. Okay, this one was posted by the user Crimson87, tattoo done wrong. Yeah, you can say that, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, there's just so much wrong with this. I mean, firstly, where are the wings? The reference image, it has wings, and this tattoo of sorts does not. The tattoo itself, I mean, it looks like it's melting. Not like that it's a badly done tattoo, I mean it is, but the drawing itself, the person in the photo, it looks like it's melting. What is that? And I think it's painstakingly obvious that it looks nothing like the reference image. It kind of looks a bit like a caveman. I mean, they've even ruined the little cute strawberry hat. Oh my days, man. Oh my god, and just look at the fingers as well. That I didn't even notice them until I was having like a closer look. The fingers are terrifying, jeez. And where is this as well? Because I'm trying to figure out like what body part this is, and the only place I can guess is that this is on the stomach. And, you know, that leads me to a couple other questions. Firstly, why would you get that tattooed on your stomach? Like, even if it had been done well, I don't think I'd want a tattoo like that on my stomach, especially like dead centre in it. And also, why is it so big on your stomach? Like, it looks really large. The vibe I'm getting right now is that you showed the tattoo artist, you're like, I want this and I want it here, and they've gone okay, but instead of using any type of stencil, they've just drawn it themselves from like reference. That's kind of like how this looks. It looks like they've gone, oh yeah, right, I don't need a stencil, I can do that, and they've tried to replicate the drawing and it has obviously failed. Guys, I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think it's going to get any worse than this. I think this is actually going to be the worst one we're going to see in this video. Okay, so moving on, Solifair Astora 2012, they said, join the group just to post this. Okay, so there's quite a lot going on in this image, so let's just break it down. I think, as a concept, it's a bit strange, but I see the vision. I think, as a whole, this is done quite well. I mean, the woman in it doesn't look deformed or anything like that. She looks normally drawn out. The trees in the background, the mountains, they look quite good as well. I also think it's framed well. I mean, the composition here is quite good. It all sort of fits together well. But I think the art style, I mean, me personally, I'm not a fan of the art style, but I don't think that this necessarily looks bad. It's just a bit big, a bit of an unconventional sleeve, you could say. Okay, I'm gonna finish today's video with a post from Gorduck. Is this a joke? Local amateur shop. Okay, so this is a sleeve, and I'm gonna be honest, the stuff at the bottom looks quite good. I don't think that's that bad. Like, you see this stuff here, I don't know if it's just because the rest of the tattoo is so bad that I'm being like, you know, I'm sort of gaslighting myself and being like, okay, well at least this is good. But no, this is okay. The problem here is this fella. I mean, oh, that's really bad. What is this Batman from Wish that you've got going on over here? It kind of looks like when you hire a random guy from Facebook or Craigslist to come to your child's birthday party dressed up as a superhero. I mean, yeah, this isn't Batman, this is Batbloke. This is really bad. Even the Bat logo here is screwed up, and I don't feel like the artist used the stencil. Or, well, they did, but I mean, they must have, right? But, I mean, how do you mess it up that bad? This is really terrible. That will conclude our video for today. I think the moral of the story is if you're getting a tattoo, you should really go to a good artist, one with a good reputation. You know, don't cheap out, make sure that you check the stencil properly before they start tattooing. Please, for the love of all things holy on this planet, check that the spelling is correct. Of course, a little PSA, like, I know some of these tattoos are terrible, but let's not cyberbully people. Like, don't go over and make fun of people. They're already dealing with enough having this horrible tattoo on them. But as I said, this is the end of the video. I hope you liked this video. I probably won't do another one like this because, in case you didn't notice, like, a lot of these posts that we looked at today, they're quite old, so I don't think this subreddit's very active. But if you like Reddit content or reaction content in general, do subscribe, leave a like and a comment on this video because every interaction really helps push these videos in the algorithm. But if you've made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. Your contribution and interaction really does mean a lot to a growing channel. And if you like and you do subscribe, why don't you go down to the comments and you can suggest subreddits for me to look at in my next video. But of course, this has been fun, so until next time, bye bye.